Good evening, friends, and welcome to yet another exciting session of Candid Meena. And I hope you guys are enjoying the weekend. Is there an echo on from my side? No. Okay. Are you able to hear me?
Is Jayadev's voice clear? For me, it is a little soft, but is it clear, friends?
Yeah, I think it is fine. Welcome,
Welcome.
Ushma. So and now you have in this session we'll be discussing as to how Mahesh Bhatt has maybe exposed himself again unknowingly, and also the fact that nothing is going well for the Khans this year because they don't have any film releasing this year, as well as the fact that we many of the Khans are working free of cost for various projects like SRK, and also things are not going well for them, and they are somehow struggling to remain relevant at any cost. And we saw that with the case of SRK begging for South Indian film directors like Mani Ratnam for some role. So yes, it is over to you. Welcome.
Yeah. So, friends, we have been watching how Modi ji is making his cabinet and his team stronger by the day. Now we have a very interesting person who's almost we can say that he is the Ajit Doval too, another James Bond in the Modi team. Now Modi government has appointed Tapan Dekha as the IB chief, superseding four other senior officers. Tapan Dekha is an expert in tracking religious radicalization, terrorism, and Northeast affairs. He's an action man credited with breaking the Indian Mujahideen, a terror outfit. Tapan Dekha was appointed as the counter-terrorism operation chief in Kashmir. He was formally appointed as Deputy Director, Joint Director, and Additional Director, Special Director of the Intelligence Bureau India. During Citizenship Act protests in Assam, Tapan Dekha handled the protests to bring normalcy as per the advice of Home Minister of India Amit Shah. Tapan Dekha was the mastermind behind the investigation of the 2008 Assam bombing case. Dekha also handled the investigation of Pathankot airbase attack and Pulwama attack, and was the brain behind the arrest of Yasin Bhatkal, founder of IM from Nepal. Dekha is believed to be the key official of the surgical strike in Balakot. So as we move on, we find that many unknown gems are coming to the forefront to take care of the country and to look after India's interests. And we have only Narendra Modi ji to thank for that, to recognize such young talent and give them the importance that is due to them. Yes, back to you, Jen.
So it is very good to see young blood, especially in the defense, of the country, and especially in the intelligence, and it will really help the likes of experienced veteran like Ajit Doval, because he is so crucial for the security for the internal security of the country, as well as the intelligence, and especially in keeping everyone safe, the prime minister and everyone, in fact. And it is quite good to know that India is a force to reckon with, and many countries like China and Maldives just cannot play around anymore or bully India like it used to when Manmohan Singh was and the Congress government was at the helm for more than 8 to 10 years. And welcome Vidya, welcome Ushma, welcome Nina, Sunita. So yes, you would like to take the first of
Yeah,
Salman
so
Khan, which is
moving
interesting.
on to something very interesting because basically nobody likes this character, Salman Khan. So anything negative about him is actually taken with a lot of cheer by the boycott Bollywood Woodians. Okay, so first of all, before we start on this, I'd like to say again that you're trending on Twitter is boycott Bollywood. So it's amazing how people have stood up to this for so many years. And this is in support of SSR and justice for SSR. So this is continuing. And I must say that, see, thanks to the public who will not take any crap from any political party. So this is something really good. Now, talking about, it seems bad times have hit Salman Khan because you remember he was gearing up for a movie with Karan Johar called The Bull, where he was to play a naval officer. But day by day, things started getting messier with each passing day, and he was finally now he's finally been put out of the movie Dharma film, and the project which was reportedly titled Bull and was to be helmed by Sher Shah director Vishnu Vardhan. Now the movie is shelved. Many reasons have been contributed to this decision. The primary one being the actor himself. Reports suggest that Salman was very keen on the part, but here is where the problem starts, they say. When he gets too involved with a character, he starts getting involved in the complete process of filmmaking, though it is done by other directors and producers. Now, Salman Khan and his inputs are not always welcomed by the team, and this is where the differences between them turn into ego battles. It seems like something happened with Bull as well. In an exclusive report in Times Now, it suggested that the team was fed up with Salman Khan's constant nagging about the film. Initially, when he heard the subject, he was full of praise. He immediately agreed to do the film. But problems started from day one. Every other day, Salman would call either Vishnuvardhan or Karan Johar, and calls would also reach other crew members and everyone, including Apurva Mehta, questioning something or the other about the project. The doubts never seemed to stop, and when they increased once the film went on floors, and a source close to the production house said it was painful, like amputating a leg, but it had to be done before poison spread any further. Now, Karan Johar was collaborating with Salman after Kuch Kuch Hota Hai in 1998. Earlier rumors had suggested that Salman was becoming too big in Karan Johar's boots. His quote for the film was too high, and it took another hike recently, which made everyone rather nervous about the budget of the film. So the superstar's never-ending demands took a toll on Karan Johar, and he decided to call it off. Now, Karan Johar is not the only one who's miffed with Salman Khan. There's another person who's equally miffed with him, and this is none other than Boni Kapoor, who has also dropped him from the film No Entry May Entry. Despite Salman Khan announcing No Entry May Entry a few years ago, the film never rolled. Finally, the superstar was dropped, and Boni Kapoor moved on with the film with a much younger cast. However, he never knew that it would make a rift between his brother and him, Anil Kapoor and him, so much so that their relationship would be at stake. In a recent interview, Boni Kapoor confessed that his younger brother is mad at him for not casting him in number entry 2, which is being made with Varun Dhawan, Diljit Dosanjh, and of course his own son, Arjun Kapoor, who doesn't get films from anybody else. Earlier, it was said that the film would star the original cast, Salman Khan, Anil, and Fardeen, playing double roles. However, after delaying the project for a decade, Boni Kapoor put his foot down and moved ahead with his films without Salman Khan. Since Salman was no longer a part of the film, there was no chance that the original cast could be sustained. Ironically, Fardeen and Anil were also dropped, and this angered Anil Kapoor way beyond imagination, as per Boni's confession. In an exclusive interview, the producer said, "Before I could tell my brother Anil about the no entry sequel and the cast involved, he got angry as the news was already leaked. It was unfortunate that it was leaked. I know he wanted to be a part of the no entry sequel, but there was no space. I wanted to explain why I did what I did." Boni also hopes for reconciliation with his younger brother as he waits for things to calm down. In the process, my brother is still not talking properly. I hope it gets sorted out soon. Let us see. Now, talking about the casting of No Entry 3, No Entry 2, Boni Kapoor defended replacing the old trio with a new trio, said Varun and Arjun are great friends. Their chemistry could come out of the story, and Diljit is a massive today. He has a great fan following. I wanted to make it relevant today. That's why I did this casting. So that's another no for Salman Khan. And now Salman Khan is not very sure about his plans for Dabangg 4, which he was very excited about wanting to do. Now he and his brother Arbaz Khan have been handling the Dabangg franchise after the first film. Sometimes there's a reaction from Arbaz regarding this film, and sometimes media reports create a new buzz. Amidst all this, Salman has now given his first reaction to Dabangg 4. Recently, during the screening of Patna Shukla, Salman was asked questions about Dabangg 4. He said the film will be made very soon as both the brothers lock in on a script. it will definitely be produced, he said. He also said that right now they are into something else, and coming to a common ground really is important. Because of this, the screw is stuck. But as soon as both of our thoughts agree on a story, the bung will be released after this, he concluded. So now here again you see that Salman has absolutely nothing in hand, you know, and he's just what do you say, biting his fingernails. Nothing else to do. His brother has nothing else to do. In other words, Bollywood is really suffering. Now, if Arjun Kapoor doesn't have any films, who will give him a film? It'll be only his father, because nobody is going to take Tanda Thighs. Everybody knows that he is not the most appealing hero at all. And also, you know that, see, Varun Dhawan is an actor nobody even bothers to look twice at. Can you imagine such a combination? Anyway, they come out with these silly, stupid movies like No Entry and What Entry and other entry and all that. So this is going to be a huge flop. Even before they release it, we know that, and it seems to be a very bad time for Salman Khan. Yeah, welcome,
Yeah,
Cap.
so because he didn't expect Tiger 3 to be a huge flop. And also that no one is, watching Big Boss. Also, the last season of Big Boss was really, really horrible. And, they seem to be latching on to all these YouTubers like Elvish Yadav and people like Munawar Faruqi, and trying to cash in on their following and somehow get viewership. So this is quite evident that public has in fact boycotted Bollywood in a huge way, I must say. And the very proof in the pudding is that this year there is no movies from the top Khans of Bollywood. And Kangana herself said that she and SRK are the last superstars of Bollywood, and which means to say that Ranbir Kapoor and all these current group of actors like that guy Ranveer Singh, Ranbir Kapoor, and the young and the present generation like Karthik Aryan, they don't have any substance, or they are not they're highly unsuccessful and big flop actors. So indirectly they are claiming that the present generation is good for nothing, and that it is not worth watching. So yes, Revenge of SSR, absolutely,
Man
Vidyaji.
power, he need not be feared. So he says that is the power of the revenge of SSR. And Nina says, so many changes, justice for SSR. The very fact that, see, boycott Bollywood is trending on Twitter itself shows that everybody is so angry with these actors and these producers. Welcome,
Welcome,
Simira.
Simiji. Welcome, Kash. Yeah, so next piece of news, friends, and this is quite interesting. And what I would like to bring to your listing is many of you might not remember this particular police officer. And he was a IPS officer, and his name is Sanjie Bhatt. And a Gujarat court on Wednesday convicted this former IPS officer Sanjie Bhatt for falsely implicating a Rajasthan-based lawyer in a drugs case when he was district superintendent of police of Bana Skanta in 1996. This is the second case in which Sanjeev Bhatt has been convicted. The first was in June 2019 when a Jamnagar court sentenced him to life imprisonment in a custodial death case in October 1990. His wife Shweta said that her husband was innocent. The court delivered conviction in the case. I will provide further details tomorrow after the court announces the sentencing. The case is entirely fabricated and my husband had no role in it. Now, apparently, the case relates to a 1996 arrest of a Rajasthan-based lawyer. During Sanjeev Bhatt's, tenure as Banasankta SP, when drugs were allegedly found in this particular lawyer's hotel room in Palanpur, Butt was alleged to have fabricated evidence against the lawyer by planting 1.5 kg opium in this lawyer's room to coerce the lawyer out of a commercial property in Rajasthan's Pali town. A probe by the Rajasthan police later revealed that the lawyer was falsely implicated and allegedly abducted by Banaskantha police from his residence in Pali. But along with his subordinate were arrested in September 2018 after the Gujarat High Court ordered an inquiry into the matter. VR subsequently became an approver in the matter, but was dismissed from the services in 2015. One detainee, Prabhudas, later died in the hospital, leading his family to allege custodial torture. An FIR was registered against this particular Butt and other officers for custodial death, and cognizance was taken by the magistrate in 1995. Now, what is very interesting, friends, is that Mahesh Bhatt, the filmmaker, at one point of time, he expressed solidarity with the family of arrested Gujarat IPS officer Sanjie Bhatt, whom he described as a real hero. So, yet again, Mahesh Bhatt called this police officer who, planted, who's alleged to have planted this opium in that lawyer's room, hotel room,
So
and he
this,
calls him a hero.
yeah. So this Sanjay Bhatt is the one who has been constantly attacking Modi ji and Amit Shah. I hope all of you remember, the amount of, unnecessary things that he threw, at Modi ji and Amit Shah, he and his wife. And look at the way Mahesh Bhatt, sides with him, a person who is a criminal, you know. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah. So now talking about, we have talked about how Salman Khan is struggling, and now what is very interesting is that SRK, and SRK is gearing up for Pathan 2. And what is the news is that Aditya Chopra gears up to expand this universe of YRF with a sequel to Pathan, and SRK is, along with Deepika, will be acting again in this particular film. But this time, Siddharth Anand will not be directing this particular sequel, and it will be someone else who will be doing it. And also, Suhana Khan, SRK and Siddharth Anand are collaborating on another movie called King, which marks the debut of SRK's daughter Suhana Khan. And so you can see how slowly SRK is slowly pushing his daughter Suhana Khan to Bollywood
But
films.
call it a debut when this girl has already appeared in Archie's and become a huge flop in
I'm
South
like in a
India.
mainstream film.
Yeah, maybe mainstream.
So that's how he's promoting Aryan Khan with his brand Devil. Yeah.
Even if they do any sort of Botox or changing of color of the skin, whatever, the girl does not have the looks to become a star. The father and the mother should realize. Similarly, Aryan Khan doesn't have the talent to become an actor. They know very well that he's a loser, constantly in and out of clubs and parties, And we've seen the way this guy, what is his name, that Ori, pours vodka for him, and he drinks it at this young age when he drinks so much of alcohol. What is Shah Rukh expecting from his children? These children are not going to do anything. He can spend the whole world's wealth on them. They are spoiled brats. Nothing is going to happen because they are not bothered. They think that the father and mother will stand with them forever. Already the father is he's become he's a loser in his movies. None of his movies are hits, and they are still depending on the parents to look after them.
Yeah. So coming to the next piece of news, friends, and Akshay Kumar. Now, Akshay Kumar's film Bade Miyan Chote Miyan is about to release, and what is quite interesting is Akshay Kumar, once saved the IPL team Delhi Daredevils from incurring huge losses. For the team to survive, Akshay had to terminate his contract, and for that to happen, he had to let go of millions of rupees. And he agreed, and even though the team wasn't fully convinced. And veteran cricket administrator Amrit Mathur, in his autobiography Pitch Side, My Life in Indian Cricket, detailed how Akshay signed a 3-year deal with DD to shoot promotional films and meet to greet events and make appearances at events. Despite performing daring stunts at Kotla, not much else transpired because Didi didn't know how to utilize him effectively. At the season's end, a lot of financial losses happened, and Didi opted to either cancel or renegotiate a contract with Akshay Kumar. And he said that Akshay told about the financial. Someone told Akshay about the financial troubles, and he said that he it's not a problem, and that he will waive off the huge amount of money. And so, what does this say is that apparently, all these kind of stories are coming out in open, and who knows that if at all Akshay really charged anything for the Delhi Daredevils, because at the end of the day, none of his films, last few films, are hits for the past 7 to 8 films. And if you remember that he used to make back-to-back films in the year 2023 and 2022, all of them were constant flops. So how come his value is so high that why would people pay Akshay Kumar the brand when he does not have a hit for the last few years? Kangana is a superstar. Even Kangana is flop star after lockup, especially when she was laughing with Munawar, who, yes, Dhanashree, and she is trying to make her position in the BJP party at the moment, and she has she's trying to mold her political career at this point of time. Suhana was in another film plagiarized by USC. Archie's, as I know, had Caucasian kids, not these. Says photo.
So Kangana Ranaut is set to contest the Lok Sabha elections 2024 from Mandi, Himachal Pradesh on a BJP ticket. The actor turned politician addressed the controversy around old soft porn star jibe at Urmila Matondkar during her interaction at the Times Now summit. During the interaction, she said actresses are comfortable calling themselves Tandoori Murgi, Sheila Ki Javani, or Item Girl. Speaking about her old remark against Urmila, she said, I'm not justifying anything. If these actresses are comfortable with words such as Tandoori Murgi, Item Girl, Sheila Ki Javani, why is it seen as something violating? It is a matter of fact. If they are comfortable with this, why do you want to shame them? I personally do not think I had any intention of shaming her, that is Urmila Matondkar, because she's very comfortable in that role. As she opened up about her old remark, the actor also said that in in India, porn stars get immense respect, and an example of was actor Sunny Leone. She said in Hindi, "Tell me, are soft porn or porn star objectionable terms? No, they're not objectionable terms. It is just a word that is not acceptable socially. The amount of respect porn stars get in India, just ask Sunny Leone. Nowhere else in the world is that case." During a 2020 interview, Kangana, who recently stamped a derogatory post against her by a Congress leader, had made a controversial statement. She had said, I saw one very derogatory interview given by Urmila Matondkar. The way she was talking about me pulling faces, making a mockery about my struggles, attacking me on the fact that I'm trying to appease BJP for a ticket. One doesn't have to be a genius to figure that for me it's not very difficult to get a ticket. Urmila is a soft porn star. She's not known for her acting for sure. What is she known for? For doing soft porn, right? If she could get a ticket, why shouldn't I get a ticket? So that's the kind of interaction that she had with the with the public about Urmila. So it's social media is such a place where you cannot hide anything. Whatever you have said about 5 to 10 years back will be brought back by people to show you that, see, you are not the moralistic person that you are talking about. Because the moment Kangana said this about said this to the Congress lady, Supriya Srinath, that she was very upset about that. I knew that people will start nitpicking on her older tweets, when she spoke like this about others. So there is no escape for either party in this. If you have spoken like this, it will surely come back to you. But one of the good things is that Kangana is a fighter. So Kangana will not give up easily, which is a good thing, and she is able to also convey her thoughts quite well, which is what is a politician otherwise? Are we saying that politicians are all squeaky clean? No, they're not. Okay. except for a few. So she's going to fit into the mold very well because she can talk both both sides. She can be on this side, for example, she can be on Ekta Kapoor's side as well as she can be on BJP's side. So this is I'm sure she's going to be a very successful politician because she has all the qualities of being a good politician, which is everything in excess. You know. So let's just take a few more comments. And Suhana was in another film plagiarized by USA. Archie's, as I know, had Caucasian kids, not these curry Nepo kids. And I just discovered a song from Ashiki. The 1990 film has plagiarized a part of it, song by John Fun and You're the Voice. In fact, here when you say this, photon holic, uh, even the speech given by Ambani's daughter-in-law, you know, is a copy of a, a speech, or not even a speech, a script, a part of a script from a Hollywood movie by one of the top Hollywood actresses. And that was also exposed recently. It was nothing original. That was it. The poor girl, she doesn't know what the PR wrote for her. And Gosh says, thanks for sharing these positive updates on the store. They're great. No, they are finished, Kash. They are finished. Because see, now you can see that they're all reaching their hands, their arms, their legs towards OTT because that is the only way they can survive now. They have no other choice. Their careers are finished, you know. So that's why they're wooing, Amazon and all that. Photon says, furthermore, there is Jackie Anil Kapoor film from 80s that ripped off a famous Eagles song. They are lucky that these authors don't sue them. Yes, for plagiarism, absolutely. Kash says, justice for SSR, boycott Bollywood, which is trending now on Twitter. Seriously, what Kangana is talking? Her herself don't know what she. Yes, absolutely. Photon says, Ambani is part of the shadow government, the top 38 criminals of the world. Seriously, what Kangana is talking about. Herself don't know what she is talking. So, friends, what happens is the moment they put on the political, what you call political dress or garb, they suddenly become holier than thou, and they think that see they cannot be touched. As a politician, you are the most vulnerable because today's public is not the public of before. They will notice everything that you've said. They will save everything, you know, and at the appropriate time, they will pull it out and put it on your face. So you need to be careful about what you say. You cannot just keep blabbering whatever you want, you know. You've been moving, and see, one thing also that the public is very annoyed about is that, see, some things move at full speed, you know, but the SSR case remains in the back burner for the last 4 years, and which is something the public will never forget. Minaji, of late, I've noticed, yes, too much of vulgarity in OTT. Absolutely, Nina. And this is something unforgivable. And they keep saying that they are going to censor it, censor it. But I don't think Anurag Thakur is on it at all. First of all, I don't think he watches anything. He doesn't seem to be the kind who's actually monitoring what's happening in the OTT world. For someone to be, alert on this and to, do this. But there is another person called Uday ji, who is actually taken the case up to BJP and said that, see, all this, asleal, vulgarity has to be removed. So he's taken that case up. I hope that it will happen.
Yeah,
So thank
it is not only vulgarity, it is profanity, it is also violence, like to a great extent where you cannot even watch it with your family, and even if you watch it, you will get disturbed because of the kind of blood and all those gore. So this is the kind of content which unfortunately platforms like Netflix wants to, so that they clearly dictate that this particular film, whatever you make, should have either this either sex or vulgarity or violence, or they won't accept it in their platforms. And that's the reason why even South Indian films like Telugu and Tamil films also seem to have many violent scenes now, like KGF. So the reason is because they need to get accepted into OTT platforms, and this is the criteria.
No, not just vulgarity, but also Hindu phobic content. And
Yes.
yes, obviously, says Dhanashri. I think Ranveer and Karthik still hold some media glance. Also, friends, see another what do you call series from Ekta Kapoor's stables is the three air hostesses, with the Choli Ke Piche song. Even that they don't have an original song for that. What is Ekta, smoking or drinking? Can't she get with so much of money moving around in cars like Rolls Royce and Audi? Can't they employ a content writer to at least write a song, a lyric writer to write a proper song? They have to steal it from other people and put it. The original singer is saying that, see, these people, they just called and said that, see, we are going to use this song. And they didn't even give her time to think about what action to take, and she said okay, what to do, you know and they use that song Choli Ke Piche, just because it was a hit. So you mean to say that, see, this whole thing is about rehashing and rehashing and rehashing? How long will you rehash? Don't you have anything original to write? It's a very sad state, and that's why boycott Bollywood is forever. This is something I'm 100% sure of.
Yeah, so friends, before this, please do hit the like button, and hitting the like button helps the video, the channel a lot. Yes.
Dhanashri says the recent movie Crew of Ekta is promoting woke culture. Absolutely. Why should she spend on quality as long as she's getting money? Yes, Mandalik, yeah, that is another way of looking at it. But that is why boycott Bollywood is happening. Okay, and that is why people are watching other movies. So the answer, whatever you asked is the statement. My answer is that, see, people are moving away from Bollywood movies. So that is the reason. They can select money and they can keep it, and they can sit snugly in it. They can make a blanket of it and sleep in it. Okay. But people are not going to watch their movies or series. And first of all, getting all these fossilized ladies, whether it is Tabu or Karina or whoever, people are fed up of watching. Get new, bright looking youngsters who are not Nepo kids. Okay. People who can act. Give them a chance, give them a career, and give them some money. And they will do it for you. So with this we end the show. Good night, friends. Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri.